Good day, everyone. Welcome to the
Hey,
Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. This is episode number 25. I'm Ryan, and with me, as always, is my good friend Rob.
you had me nervous there. I thought my video froze again.
That
Can't
was the
trust the
plan.
internet.
That was my plan, my friend.
How you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Oh, doing all right. Doing
Yeah.
all right.
This whole life thing, it's trying to be an internet superstar and, keep a normal life. It's a tough balancing act.
It sure is. I don't know how PewDiePie does it.
I really don't know either. Probably the billions of dollars he makes helps.
It's true. He made $1 billion right now.
Just by us mentioning him. YouTube has to pay him.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Hey,
So it's episode 25, Rob. That's the silver anniversary, right?
that's right. That's right. What did you get me?
I was just gonna ask you the same thing.
What do I got here?
Yeah, I'm just looking too.
Miss Pac-Man candy container. Look at that. Look how fancy this is. You're not even looking.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
look at that.
Yeah, but I got something silver. Do you want the screw?
Nice. I'm shaking my head right now.
All that for that.
All that was you've been building up that joke. That's good. That's good.
Should have had it more prepared. Well, before we get into news, just a little housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
We are going to play Friday the 13th for everybody.
Oh, totally.
Now that we got this whole streaming thing figured out.
We totally are. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's going to happen. We're going to tentatively schedule for March 14th. I have to check with my boss, and I imagine you have to check with your boss.
Yes.
To make sure that we're not booked for something else, but hopefully that'll work out. We'll put up an event in any case for everyone to come and watch us.
Come along for the ride. It's going to be an adventure.
It's going to be. We have to do it, Rob. You printed out that manual and everything.
It's true. That's like $14 worth of inkjet ink right there.
It is. Well, should we move into some news?
Why not?
Why not?
It's a great idea.
So this Xbox Series X is shaping up to be really something.
It sure is. It's a lot of teraflops.
A lot of teraflops.
So many teraflops.
They announced some of the specs this week, and yeah, it's going to have a 12 teraflop GPU. That's a lot of teraflops.
So many.
A lot of flopping.
Even more teraflops than Stadia.
Is it?
Yeah, that's. They said there was like 10 or 12 teraflops, and that was their big thing. It's so floppy. But
I thought floppy was a bad thing. I've always been told that.
That was Ryan's ringtone in case he had an incoming message right there.
Yeah.
Do you want to share with the class, Ryan, what that was?
Yeah, Telus is telling me we've reached 90% of our shared data.
Huh. Darn Telus.
Yeah. You thought you'd embarrass me, but you didn't.
No, I thought maybe it was going to be like, hey, pick up eggs and bacon. But
are you recording yet? I need to come in there and get something from the pantry.
That's right. That's right. So Xbox, eh?
Yeah, back to Xbox.
It's
yeah, besides the news of all the flopping going on, so one thing this generation that I love is the whole resuming game.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I find it works really well on the Switch. Some games on the PlayStation and the Xbox, even though if you stopped it and just put it to sleep, when you go to resume, it still needs to log in, and it's not so instantaneous. But I guess that's the difference of games on the two platforms. Like I'm thinking of like when I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yep.
On the PS4, every time you couldn't just log out, like put it to sleep and be right back where you started, because the game, like, you got to log into the Rockstar servers.
Right.
Whatchamacallit's like that too. Forza Horizon.
Yes, you bet.
You can't just pause and be right back where you left your car.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, once you log in, you are, but yeah. Anyways, this whole resuming thing, they're going to allow it for multiple games.
Oh, so you can have several games at a time. Okay. Yeah.
And it's even going to do it after like a reboot, so you can actually shut your console down, and you're going to be able to resume these games. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In other news of the brewing console wars 2020.
You'll pay for your whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
You'll have to sell a kidney to buy one, but you'll enjoy it.
Who needs kidneys? I do.
You've got two. You only need one. Anyways, Sony
it's been a long week.
Yeah, it really has. Sony seems to be doing a lot of little changes to their controller. And so it's going to have biometrics in it. Like
it's not creepy at all, right?
No, like in your controller. So it's going to sense heart rate and like sweat monitors and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which to the average gamer, they sweat all the time.
Yeah.
But especially around girls. Not to, and I mean, I'm sure the girl gamers do sweat around guys too. That's not a sexist statement. Well, maybe it is.
The sweat monitors go off the charts whenever they're playing Tomb Raider. It's just like,
oh, that's offensive. I'm offended.
Using any of the girls in the Mortal Kombat games, it just the sweating just.
That's
as
creepy.
well as heart rate. Heart rate jumps too.
Yeah. So did Sony say why they have to do that, or what that's for, or anything like that?
No, just to add, like, so as well as having like these buttons, like the triggers with a little bit of force feedback, and they're also talking about adding wireless charging to these controllers, which isn't a huge thing, but it's another component, right?
Mm-hmm.
It changes your charging ability. I'm just worried now. How much are these freaking things going to cost?
Yeah, they're going to be half the cost of the console now, right?
Like, the consoles are going to come out at $600, and then it's going to be $200 for a controller.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a tough time swallowing the $90 right now.
Yep.
For a DualShock 4, like, man, oh man. And just a little side note on that, I had a gift card for EB Games, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put this towards getting a set of those back buttons. I could do a little review about it, talk about it. Yeah, completely sold out everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I expanded my search to Amazon and Best Buy, and nobody.
Yep.
Completely. And actually, EB Games here is saying that they're not even going to be getting any more in. They've already erased the SKU from the system.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to release the controller with them built in for the 4 as well.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Because that's another thing that's supposed to be happening with these new ones on the 5.
Right, yep. But I wonder, I mean, with anything, when they release a 5, a lot of people are going to buy the 4 because the price will drop, or people will be selling them cheaper, and you think they'd take advantage of that and sell a DualShock 4 with extra buttons.
I wonder that'll be kind of like the Wii, when they added the Motion Plus.
Yeah.
And like on the original Wii, you had to put that little block on the end, and that was your added motion. And then on the Wii U, no sound for the Wii U.
Wii
U.
That work? I guess that worked.
Yeah, that worked. Then when the controllers were coming out on the Wii U, they were built in, but you could use them between the two. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Like I'm gonna be when everything's finally finalized here. I'm gonna be really, really interested in seeing what it all is.
Yep, you bet. You bet.
Because like all the news that's leaking about the Series X is about the console,
Mm-hmm.
and all the news that's leaking about the PS5 is about this controller that they're building.
This freaking controller. Because Sony doesn't want to play their hand too early, right? So
yeah. Moving right along in news here. They released a poster for the Monster Hunter live action movie. And Mila Jovovich is going to be in it.
Sure, the video game lady.
The video game lady. Well, that's what I said on my post about this. You know, she's Capcom's lady. You know, she was in all the or in most, if not all, the Resident Evil movies.
I think she's in all of them. Yeah, all 19 of them.
Yeah, I stopped watching them after 2. Not very good. No.
I've got one of them for PSP here. Maybe I'll make that the one PSP movie I watch.
The first one isn't bad. If that's one you...
I've seen that one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The one in the PSP is like 6 or 7 or whatever it was at. But the first one it wasn't bad. It was that section where they had the laser grids and guy gets cubes and stuff. That was quality entertainment.
It really was.
Yeah.
The PS Plus games were announced for this the month of March.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be Sonic Forces and Shadow of the Colossus.
Woo!
Shadow of the Colossus is a great game.
It's a great game when it came out on the PS2 90 years ago. And the remakes are okay. It just like the fact that they're adding this is it's almost like they're tossing, like they're throwing a dart at a dartboard now. It's like, hey, anyone here not play Shadow of the Colossus? Boom, here you go.
Yeah.
Sonic Forces is like, that's what you picked? Okay. Good choice. Yeah.
Is that, which one's that one? Is that a really bad one?
It's a bad one. Well, it's the last one that Sega, it's officially made.
Oh, okay.
So it's the one where they had Sonic Mania, and then everyone was like really excited about Sonic Mania, but Sonic Mania wasn't made by Sega. It was just kind of blessed by Sega.
Right.
The one made by Sega was Sonic Forces, which it had a lot of customization options, and it wasn't terrible, but I mean, it wasn't great. It was not. But I mean, I guess it makes sense based on that they had to release some sort of a Sonic game because that's the hotness right now, right?
Yeah.
You got to get on that Sonic wagon, but picking that one was a bit of an interesting choice. But I guess they already did Sonic Mania a few months ago, right? So
they did, right.
So this was the one left for the new system.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not a great game.
I think when we were doing that giveaway for the mustard seed there, I think that was one of the Switch games I'd given away because I picked it up for a decent price on Amazon.
Yeah, I think you could get the collector's edition at one point for like $10.
Yeah. Diablo 4 will allow controllers to be used on the PC for the first time.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, it is.
That's a great choice. It really is. Like playing it on a console is a much better experience.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Oh my goodness.
Shutting down.
Brr. Some of the aiming I found a little easier with the mouse than using a controller, but I guess that can be a learned skill. The GDC, which was coming up here pretty quick. Let me just see if I can see the date of it. Should look this up. No, I can't find it. Anyways, they are this week. Microsoft and Epic Games dropped out, and Sony had already dropped out.
Yeah,
and it's all to do with the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Just not wanting to risk their people in such a large event like this, because large gathering like this is exactly where something like
Yeah.
the coronavirus would, and I suppose especially like international travelers.
Yes.
Like, I mean, people are coming from Japan,
Mm-hmm.
like for Sony, and everyone's in America. The other Microsoft and Epic Games, but yeah, March 16th through 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, in all honesty, like, are these shows needed anymore? Like, is it just time to say, okay, you know what? Maybe make these game developer conferences for like smaller developers, indie developers, people who are trying to get their name out there, and the big guys can just do directs and state of plays and whatever Microsoft's is called experience. Like, was it experience?
That sounds right.
Sure. We got no idea. But yeah, like then you can release it whenever. There's not this huge build up and trying to prevent leaks and things like that. Just hey, like Nintendo just recently did with the Pokemon there, where they're like, hey, or not Pokemon, Animal Crossing, where they're like, we're gonna have an announcement for Animal Crossing now. Hey, it's coming. You guys like stuff? Here's Tom Nook. He's doing raccoon things. doing, and you can't save your backups. Can't store them to another console.
Yeah, no cloud saving. No cloud saving. Yeah.
Or he does there we go. The snap. They do that in the Nintendo Direct, don't they? Where they snap.
Yeah.
And then Bowser comes.
All right. February 27th was the birthday of Pokemon. The day the first Pokemon game was released.
Speaking of the Pokemon.
24 years old. 24 years old. Next year, they're probably going to do something big, hey?
Right. Maybe they'll release No, that joke's been done to death. Good for them.
Yeah. So I guess Star Wars Battlefront is still a thing. Battlefront 2.
Sure, yeah.
People are still playing it.
Yeah.
I guess the people who could overlook the whole loot box scandal. And
yeah, I think they... going back to your Pokemon quick before I forget.
Yeah.
You know what they could do for a 25th anniversary?
What's that?
Release a compilation.
Ooh.
How about one where it's you can play all the Game Boy ones all the way up?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
Yeah, you bet.
And like it's just one giant game where you can just keep building your...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. There you go, Nintendo, if you're listening. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
I mean, I know that Pokemon games on the Game Boy are worth $8,000, but why not ruin all that by just making a compilation? You want to play the original Pokemon? Here you go. Pop in your Switch cartridge or sell a case with just a game code in it that has no cartridge in it, or for some Nintendo stuff. And then make two versions of it. Make a compilation blue and a compilation green, and now you can sell it twice. Each one has half the games. That's a Nintendo thing too, right? That's yeah, all right.
Ooh.
Boy, there goes the sponsorship deal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're that close to having them, Rob. That close. Now it's gone.
Well, we still got Sony.
Yeah.
Sorry, Battlefront 2. Yeah, go ahead.
Anyways, they're releasing a big content patch. It's releasing some new characters to play. But
characters, right?
There's one that caught my attention.
Yeah?
You can play as a mother freaking Ewok.
Yeah, nub.
And watching them like in the battles, like it's pretty cool. Them getting it kind of gave me feelings of like playing Odd Job in like GoldenEye.
Yeah. Oh, you bet. I can't shoot them.
Yeah, just shoot over their heads, and they like. But yeah, they have like bows and arrows and slings and booby traps and I almost want to fire it up just to check it out.
Sure, yeah, you bought that, right? Was it for PC or PlayStation or?
That's the PlayStation I bought. Was the Battlefront 2 edition.
Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't tried any of the online. I played the campaign.
Oh yeah,
because
okay.
I heard like it had some Star Wars story stuff in it. So, and it did, and it was good. I liked it, but too short.
That's what a lot of people said.
Um, Cyberpunk 2077
Yeah.
coming out in September. Couple big news things about that. It's coming out day and date on NVIDIA's GeForce
Yes.
or GeForce Now or whatever it's called.
Yep. Yep. It's Project Red has said they're not pulling their support for it, and great thing about it too is that it will support ray tracing. Now it'll be 1080p ray tracing, but it's still going to support ray tracing right out of the box if you have the $5 a month Founders Edition.
Yeah,
which is great. I mean, you could look at play a ray traced game on your Chromebook or your anything that supports it. So
yeah, that's just crazy to me, but yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly
Also,
pretty good. So
they've said that you're going to be able to if you buy it on the something they're doing for this title, and I don't know if this is a preview of what's to come in the future, but if you buy a copy of it on the Xbox One, you'll be able to transfer that copy to your Series X.
See, that's pretty cool. It's a great idea. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a brilliant idea.
Bethesda, are you listening?
Yeah.
Who wants to buy another copy of Skyrim? Anyone? This time it's for the Switch. Yeah.
You know what? That's the thing though. People keep buying them.
Yep.
But, when you see something like this, hopefully it, makes people a little more aware that, this can happen.
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
Our last bit of news here is the creator of the Konami Code passed away this week. Yeah. Kazuhisa Hashimoto passed away. He is the creator of the infamous up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start.
Yep. Tried in every Konami game ever made.
Yeah. And yeah, it would do lots of things in a lot of different Konami games, like mostly lives.
Yeah. What was it? Was it Life Force? Like Gradius 2?
Yeah.
Was it where it would make your ship explode? They had like a prank in there.
Right. That's right.
It was one of those games, yeah, where it's like, hey, want to try that code? Oh, you're dead.
Also, there was another game that wasn't a Konami game, because you would try this code in every game, right?
Sure.
I remember, man, I wish I could remember what game that was, but it flashed a little message on the screen that said "Not Konami."
That's pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the only way that you could play Contra.
Yep.
On the NES there.
Yep. No, it was unbeatable otherwise.
Oh, the amount of men they gave you, right?
That's right. That's a hard game.
Very hard.
There was no joke back then. I mean, unless you were elite gamers like us. I mean, if you watch our YouTube video of Batman, we just beat that. Didn't die once.
I don't know what people are even talking about. That game.
Easy game. So easy.
So, Rob, in this busy week here, what you been playing?
Well, I've been playing a little game that showed up on Game Pass here called I'm going to screw the name up. Bridge Constructor Portal. So by the makers of Portal, the bridge constructor game. You have to have little forklifts get from one end to the other. You got to make little bridges. It's a game I know you've played. You actually recommended it to me, and it's a really fun puzzle bridge building kind of game, and got a great sense of humor too with the robots and really good.
It's kind of typical. Like just Portal humor.
Yes, yeah, very much so, very much.
And I mean, it adds the portals too. Like the portals are always a part of every level as well, and
yeah,
or most levels. I don't actually remember if they are in every level.
Yeah, there's probably I think the first couple tutorial ones there's not, but other than that, it's in every game and takes physics into then you have to jump into the portal at a certain speed, and
Yeah.
it's very well done. It's easy recommend for anyone with Game Pass. I'm playing it on computer, and works great. Great game.
I played it on Switch. Is where I was playing it.
Of course you did. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a sucker for a bridge constructor game. I don't know what it is.
Yep.
I just love those types of games. Like ever since the original one came out, like every chance I get to like pick it up, I do.
Yeah, it's a great game. Can't recommend it enough. So that's all I've got for video games because I had a very, very busy week as you were mentioning earlier. So
like just on we'll go off a little tangent here.
This sounds good.
Like I'm a sucker for like a bridge constructor game. Are there any games you're a sucker for?
I'm a big fan of boy.
Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
No kidding.
Kind of popped into my head that
well, I guess you know what? Computer video game pinball games. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of pinball games.
You're right. All right.
Spent way too much on all the tables for Pinball Arcade and Williams Pinball and Zen Pinball, and
okay,
that'd be my genre of choice there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I will move on to what I've been playing this week. I dusted off the old 3DS this week, Rob.
Holy smokes!
I know. I just had a hankering, and I don't know what it was. I was just like, you know what? Something reminded me of the game I played, and the game I played was Metroid: Samus Returns. And man, that game on the 3DS, man, oh man, like it is easily the best use of 3D in the 3DS.
Oh wow! Okay, shots fired.
Shots fired. The animations are great. I did start a new game because I was trying to remember what I was doing in my previous save game, and I was like, nope. I probably haven't played it in over a year.
Sure.
I mean, it was on my top 5 list 2 years ago. Not the previous one, the one before that. So, yeah, it's great fun. So I'm playing that before I go to bed every night. Also probably the biggest game I played this week or most time into was Division 2.
Oh yeah.
I've been liking it. Yeah, I'm not like I'm putting more time into it because I wanna at least reach level like 10 or 12 and just see where the game goes. Just complete some stuff and see. I'm not like addicted and I need to finish all the stuff. I just want to put a little more time into it, see what all the hype's about.
Oh, right on.
But I also I wanted to try something else too, so I popped open Game Pass there and just looked through stuff that I've marked as games I wanted to try. So I downloaded Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice.
Okay. Yeah, nice lighthearted.
Wow. Man, that game, man, holy crap. Yeah, like they tell you right at the beginning, like if you have a problem dealing with people who may have mental illness, that you may have some trouble with this game. Like that's an actual warning before you start playing. They warn you that the character has psychosis and that it's depicted. And it's depicted. Like they do it's very well. Like there's constantly voices going off in your head, and other than that, like I mean it's excellent. It looks great, this game. Which also makes me wonder how they ported it to the Switch. Because
Black Magic.
Yeah. I haven't seen any footage. Like I kind of want to see some footage of it on the Switch. I'm gonna have to look it up. But So I'm 3 puzzles into the game. Because like there's a little bit of combat. It really seems kind of like a walking simulator so far.
Sure.
Like with a little bit of combat added in and like some puzzle stuff. But 2 of the 3 puzzles I've had to look up.
Oh, okay.
They're a little too abstract for me, I guess. Just the things they ask you to do. And the 2 that I had, basically what I wasn't getting about them was basically you come up to an area where you're doing the puzzle, and every other game you play, you kind of do the puzzle in that area. But the very first one, you actually had to walk back quite a ways to solve it.
Okay. Yep.
And the third one, the second one, I figured out on my own because it was kind of like the first one that I knew I had to go back a little ways to solve it. But the third one, I guess I didn't listen close enough to like the lore,
right,
or catch what they're saying in the lore. And yeah, that's why I ended up having to look it up. I was like, oh,
you talked about that.
You talked about the illusions, right? Don't trust your eyes, right? So yeah, I'm gonna put a little more time into it. I also meant to look up how long of a game it is, see if it's going to be a big time sink or not. But I kind of imagine, unless it gets really actiony, it's not a very long game.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you're playing that on Xbox, eh?
On the Xbox, yeah.
Okay. Right on.
And Division 2 is on PS4. Just
great.
And Samus Returns on the 3DS.
On the 3DS. Yep, for those who still rock their 3DSs.
But I'm going to download Bridge Constructor on the PC. And because that was one thing, it's a little harder to navigate without a mouse.
Yeah, I would imagine so, yeah. It's made for a mouse and keyboard, right? It just makes
really
sense.
Is. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I think that's all I've been playing this week.
Excellent. Yeah.
Video games. All right. Well, usually now is where we would do a weekly poll. And I didn't get around to putting one up this week, Rob.
Take that, Internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's do our own poll then.
Okay.
What's your favorite CDI Mario game?
Is none option?
The answer was Hotel Mario, man. Come on. Hotel Mario.
Yeah, I haven't tried any of them because
it's the only one they made. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, but there was a couple Nintendo licenses, right?
Yes, they had a Hotel Mario, and then they had 3 Zelda games.
Right. Yeah.
All legendarily bad.
Yeah. Basically, bad games that they just put.
Yeah, they don't talk about it anymore. That's. I was going to mention, based on things you posted, we didn't talk about. I guess that Mario story you posted was really interesting about the landlord.
Oh, yeah, it was, right?
I was reading that, and I was kind of wondering how. And basically, for anyone who didn't read it, the Mario Nintendo was renting out space in America. Nintendo America was renting out warehouse space or something like that, and they were behind in their rent. And the landlord came, and his name was Mario something or another, right? It was Mario.
Yeah.
And instead of kicking them out, he gave them a little more time to pay. And so they changed their character's name from Jumpman in Donkey Kong to Mario. And the legacy kind of went on from there. But I always wondered if after they did that, if they ever gave him a cut. Or a royalty or like something just for being the inspiration. Because, I mean, how many Mario games? Hundreds.
Yeah.
But just a cool story. Like if he had actually kicked them out, you just wonder if how Nintendo's history would have been different, right?
Absolutely.
Donkey Kong was the big seller that kind of got them on the map there.
Mario Segali.
Mario Segali.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was in 1981 when they were busy working on Donkey Kong.
Yep, you bet. The big American breakthrough, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
and it's funny because if they continued to name him Jumpman, that would have affected the Jumpman Jr. and the Jumpman games on the Commodore 64 as well.
All right.
Because then they would have had to change that to something else because Nintendo would have had Jumpman.
Right.
It's just a set of dominoes all falling down. Yeah.
Isn't that like I think I heard this in I read that where they changed the name of Pac-Man to Pac-Man from Puck-Man because they kind of figured that people would vandalize the sign and white out the little part on the P there.
Yeah. That was a good choice.
Even known as Fudge Man. Except not fudge. But
I got you, yeah.
You get the idea.
And then it also spawned a bunch of clones when a lot of clones games were called Puck-Man because you couldn't call it Pac-Man, yeah. Puck-Man was a very good DOS game back in the day. Yeah. There you go. The more you know.
Yeah, the more you know.
Do.
With the grumpy old gamers. Well, I don't really have a grump this week either.
Freaking millennials? How about that?
Yeah, that's always just a constant one that we can fall back on.
Yeah. Taking all our avocados for their toast.
I'm taking all the avocados for toast.
True. The man loves his avocados.
Because they're damn good, Rob. They're damn good.
I'm not saying they're not. Just yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can end it there.
Sure. Sounds good.
I'll give our little spiel according to the notes here. Once again, everyone, thank you for checking us out. If you're you can find more of our stuff at thegrumpyoldgamers.com. That's where we post all of our original content. And if you're on Facebook, it's fb.me/thegrumpyoldgamers. And if you've been watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. We'd love to see those numbers going up a little bit.
Let us know you like us.
Yeah.
We're very anxious and self-aware of people's opinions of us.
Yeah.
I cry myself to sleep every night. It's
Leave us a comment. Just let us know you're listening, watching.
Yeah, you bet.
I'm so lonely.
I'm just so lonely.
All right.
Have a good week, folks.
For the audio podcast, I'm waving right now.
He's waving. It's true.
Have a good evening, everybody.
You too. Take care.
Bye.